If you're measuring your windows for window blinds or window shades, there's a very specific process that you have to follow. There are also 3 common mistakes that people make when they do these measurements, and I'm gonna cover it all. But it starts with 7 measurements. What? Yeah, 7 measurements. But why do you need 7? Well, before we get there, and I'll tell you why, let's look at the actual measurements themselves. First, you need to measure the width of your window, and you want to take 3 different measurements. So when you measure this, you want to measure at the top, the middle, and the bottom of your window. Write these 3 measurements down. Now you have another set of 3 measurements that you need to take, and we're going to do this from top to bottom. Now this one's a little less important than the width, but it's still equally required. So you're going to do the same thing, left, middle, and right, and you're just going to measure from top to bottom and write those measurements down as well. Your final measurement is going to be a single measurement, and it's the depth of your window, because you want to make sure that your blinds or your shades are not too deep to fit within, but also not too small to look kind of odd within that space. You want to position them in the right spot. So you just measure from the inside out in order to get that measurement. So once you have your measurements written down, when you go to place your order, you want to use the smallest measurement on your width to make sure that you get the right size that's going to fit all the way up and down as you open and close those blinds. Now for your height, you want to go with the longest measurement because you need to make sure it's going to fit from top to bottom. But why do you need to take 7 measurements? Well, here's the reason. Most windows are not perfectly square. Also, homes run into some challenges sometimes. Inconsistencies in construction can cause variations in the size of the window as they're installed. Over time, as your house settles, it will also impact how the window sits within the frame where it was installed. Additionally, issues with humidity and temperature changes from hot to cold can also impact this. So by taking the 3 measurements side to side and top to bottom, you're able to account for those irregularities. That's why you don't want to walk up to the window and just take 1 measurement, because it may not give you the size that you need and your blinds may be too big as a result. Following this plan will guarantee that these blinds will fit for inside mount blinds or window shades. But what if you want to do outside mount drapes? Well, if you want to know the considerations for that and how to install them, click or tap on this video. And until the next time, keep doing it yourself.